Think you've seen everything Italy has to offer? Get ready to discover 5 of the most iconic Italian horse breeds, from war horses that once served the Roman Empire to jet black stallions still patrolling the streets of modern Italy. One breed nearly went extinct. Another became a living symbol of national pride. This isn't just a list. It's a deep dive into heritage, strength, and Italian spirit, where each horse is a legend that'll make you go, wow, this really blew my mind. Number 5, Italian Heavy Draft. Forget the spotlight or royal parades. The Italian Heavy Draft is the workhorse that kept Italy moving through the mud, the fields, and the hard times. Bred in the late 19th century from Ardennes, Percheron, and Brabant stock, this horse wasn't born to perform. It was built to serve. The name Tiro Pesante Rapido says it all. Heavy draft that moves fast. Standing at 16 to 17 hands, 64 to 68 inches, or about 5'4" to 5'8", and weighing in at 1,500 to 1,800 pounds, it's a muscular powerhouse. Broad chest, short legs, solid frame. This horse can pull wagons, timber, even farm machinery across rugged Italian terrain where most heavy breeds would struggle. Calm, steady, and easy to train, it was the backbone of Italian agriculture for generations. Compared to the Russian heavy draft, known for its raw power and cold resistance, the Italian breed is more agile, more people-friendly, and far better suited to mountainous regions. Versus the Jutland from Denmark, which is mild-mannered with strong pulling strength, the Italian heavy draft is quicker, more responsive, and ideal for work that demands constant movement. It ranks at number 5 not for lack of contribution, but because it lacks the cultural symbolism, artistic legacy, and mythic reputation that define the higher-ranked breeds. Still, its impact on Italy's everyday life, practical, gritty, and real, is undeniable. And from a quiet giant of the fields, next up, get ready to meet a breed that once stopped entire battalions in their tracks. Not with brute force, but with noble posture and commanding elegance. Number 4, Saloritano Horse. Tied closely to Italy's cavalry units of the 18th and 19th centuries, the Saloritano is a horse that embodies military honor and royal ceremony. Originating from the Campania region in southern Italy, it's known for its refined build, proud neck, and commanding presence, making it the perfect mount for both the parade ground and the battlefield. Standing between 15.2 to 16.2 hands, that's 61 to 65 inches, or roughly 5'1" to 5'5" at the withers, and weighing around 1,100 to 1,300 pounds, the Saloritano is compact yet powerful. With quick reflexes and a calm temperament, it was once the ideal cavalry horse for Italy's military academies and graced many high-profile ceremonies. Compared to the American quarter horse, famed for its speed and explosive short-distance sprints, the Saloritano may be slower, but it outshines in elegance, discipline, and symbolic presence. And when stacked against the Trakehner from Germany, a prized cavalry horse of the Prussian army, the Saloritano is a bit shorter, but easier to manage and better adapted to hot southern climates. Despite its noble history and refined character, it lands at number 4 because its cultural footprint is limited today. It now survives mainly in a few breeding programs and heritage centers, with low population and little modern application outside preservation. And if the Saloritano once marched through royal plazas to the sound of ceremonial brass, the next horse charges across dusty farmlands, guided not by bugles, but by the crack of a leather whip and the instincts of generations-old cattlemen. Number 3, Tolatano Horse. In the rocky hills of Lazio, the Tolatano Horse stands as a loyal partner to the Butteri, Italy's real-life cowboys who've spent generations herding cattle under the sun, wind, and dust of central Italy. Born not into royalty, but into survival, the Tolatano grew up in harsh terrain, stone paths, dry earth, and relentless heat. And from that, it earned its place as a tough, gritty, and reliable survivor. With an average height of 14.2 to 15.2 hands, that's 57 to 61 inches, or around 4.9 to 5.1 inch, and weighing 950 to 1,150 pounds, this horse is compact but muscular. It walks steady on rocky slopes and hard-packed earth. Independent, stubborn in the best way, smart and loyal, the Tolatano can work long hours without hand-holding, a true working horse through and through. Compared to the Gidron of Hungary, a classic cavalry mount, the Tolatano is smaller, less showy, but far more practical for rugged farm terrain. Against the Haflinger of Austria, a breed praised for its gentle temperament, the Tolatano is tougher, less cuddly, but way more durable when the going gets rough. This horse earns its place at number 3 not just for its utility, but for what it represents. A living symbol of rural Italian identity. It still appears in cattle herding festivals, traditional riding events, and the proud hearts of local communities. In a world full of show ponies, the Tolatano proves that grit, resilience, and wild spirit still matter. And if the Tolatano is the embodiment of dirt roads and calloused hands, then the next horse rides in like a shadow. Jet black, refined and once trusted by southern Italy's legendary knights. Number 2, Merus Horse. Born in the rugged limestone hills of Apulia during the late Middle Ages, the Merus Horse blends classic elegance with no-nonsense utility. Jet black, serious in expression, and built like a tank, it once carried Norman knights, Renaissance nobles, and centuries later, Italy's modern mounted police. Standing around 15.2 to 16.1 hands, 61-65 inches, or roughly 5'1" to 5'5", weighing 1,000 to 1,200 pounds, the Merus moves with grounded power. A sturdy neck, tough legs, and calm, controlled temperament make it a reliable choice. Whether you're trail riding, performing ceremonial duties, or training for tactical maneuvers. Compared to the Andalusian of Spain, known for its flair, artistry, and grand dressage, the Merus is less flashy, but far more rugged, enduring, and field-ready. Against the Lusitano from Portugal, bred for bullfighting and high-level showmanship, the Merus might not be as fiery, but it carries military poise and unmatched discipline. It ranks number 2 for striking the rare balance between noble legacy, battlefield presence, and real-world versatility. Today, it still serves across Italy, in mounted patrols, riding schools, and historic tour rides, a living remnant of Renaissance horsepower that hasn't gone anywhere. But if the Merus is the noble shadow that echoes through ancient southern cities, then the final horse on this list is still out there, hooves pounding the earth in real time, rugged, unfiltered, and unmistakably Italian at its core. Number 1, Marammano Horse. Deep in the thick woodlands of Maremma, Tuscany, the Marammano horse wasn't bred to perform, it was bred to serve. From the days of ancient Rome to modern Italy, this has been the country's go-to warhorse, patrol mount, and working partner. A living symbol of endurance, grit, and purpose. Standing at 15.3 to 16.2 hands, 61 to 66 inches, or around 5'1" to 5'6", weighing 1,100 to 1,300 pounds, the Marammano is built like a fortress. Deep chest, thick muscle, tough legs, and visible tendon strength. Calm, tough-minded, and loyal, it thrives in rough terrain and long-duty work. It's the ideal mount for mounted police, forest rangers, and long-range patrol riders. Compared to the Hucul from Romania, small, sturdy, mountain-ready, the Marammano is larger, more versatile, and plays a much broader role in military and civil service. This horse ranks number 1 not because it's the flashiest, but because it's one of the few Italian breeds still used daily. And that's why the Marammano doesn't just top this list, it defines it. A horse where beauty lives in the scars, in the strength of its step, and in a loyalty that's never once faded.